easy now. Clutch is pretty much adjusted right at the floor. I don't know if he likes that, but man, that clutch is like that far off the floor. You can smell it. The carburetor is running. Big fat. I mean, you can see there's nothing here. I'm probably putting the clutch down that far and there's nothing there. Okay. Yeah, you get to a stop and she fights to stay alive. Yeah, it's breaking up. But yeah, the brakes, they're not horrible. They're better than the manual drums. But yeah, they're not super good. Woo, she is big fat. Wow. I wasn't even getting on it hard. That was just maybe half throttle, kind of getting into it. Oh my God. If you guys could just smell the just raw fuel. I now see the problems that are going on. The brakes, they grip at the top, but no matter how hard you hit them, they don't get any better. If I probably stood on them, I don't know if I could totally lock them up. So I can see where the brake problem is that he's asking about. The carburetor is just pig fat. When you're sitting here and you get to a stop and it just wants to die. So we'll do some tuning in that. And then there's also some problems in the back end of the car that he asked me to address too. We'll get into that too. But got to take it for a little ride around the block, which was nice. I mean, hey, driving a 67 Fastback, you can't complain about it. It's nice. Once everything's settled in, this should be a really nice ride. All right, let's go underneath and take a look-see at what we got here. Now this was, we got a little bit of a leak here. There's your air shock line melted around the exhaust. What about this one? Oh, it's melted too. Oh boy. Yeah, this was one thing he was talking about that somebody put on this fuel shutoff line. Oh boy, yeah, we're gonna be changing that for sure. Underside solid on this thing. It's got a set of 3-chamber Flowmasters, so these are more like your truck RV style Flowmasters. Subframe connectors. Yeah, the floor is nice, man. Oh, there's your T5. Looks like a new starter. Looks like we also got a little bit of like a rear main leak here. That's a big pan. That's more of like an off-road pan. And then, oh, hey, you know what? That's got a set of Dart aluminum heads on it. Sweet. Right there is where it's gonna say Dart. So yeah, he's got a set of Dart Pro 1s on this. Sweet. It's not too bad underneath. There's a couple of little hiccups and things like that. Nothing that's like gonna cause a catastrophic failure. It's neat to see that it's got a set of Dart Pro 1s on it. I'd be curious to pull a valve cover and see, I guarantee it's got a set of roller rockers on it, but to see if they're the 180s, 200s, you know, what cylinder head's actually on this, because that's a decent cylinder head. I'd be curious on the 347, what it's got in it, huh? But that's not what it's in here for. I can't help it. I'm always horsepower. Let's make more power. All right. I got to get my head out of the horsepower gutter there. I got my boy in there. He's trying to take out the brake pedal assembly here. The clutch is the actual pin that drives through and goes to the brake pedal itself. So they share the same spot that they go on. At that point, he's trying to pull the clutch out and we're hitting the heater portion of this. So what we're gonna do is The entire bracket assembly that holds in the clutch and the brake, we have to pull that out to be able to slide it out. And we actually have to drill another hole to put in for this guy, because this is up even higher than what stock was. So it's not exactly the most simplest thing in the world to do. This sucks. I've been under the dash, he's been under the dash, then I went underneath for the stupid ass spring that's holding the clutch, and then he is back underneath it now. What?
Look a little smooth. Also, I found a cotter pin under here.
That's not good.
That fell on me.
You sure they're 3/8?
It went on. 7/16 was too big. Because where's the 7/16 at?
Oh, it's at your belly button, but.
There it is. It was on me.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's not going to be metric. 1967, they're not going to have a 10 millimeter.
Yeah, I can't really get to it. I'm going at it like this. There's this. That don't work.
As you can see, there's a ton of room inside here. She fit?
No. No.
No?
No, definitely gonna fit on that side. One side you got a bunch of fat, on the other side it's too big and small. What's that? What?
Do you want to try the... All right. Let me grab the universal then. So, we are still trying to get this thing cracked. All we want to do is get the pedal in this thing. So the brake pedal and clutch assembly are in. But I already put the car up in the air, readjusted the clutch so it's got a nice bite to it. Took one of the springs of 3 that are on this thing out of it, so it's not as hard to push down. Oh, I'm thinking of you. Stop it. Stop it. Oh my God. Stop it. I'm by myself way too much. Okay, so I'm just finishing up on the bench bleed on this thing. I'm pretty sure I got all the frickin' air bubbles out of it, which I do. I got the lines all bent up. This is going back behind the proportioning valve, nice and tight, because the master cylinder is going to be right here, plus the clutch being down there, and I got to snake through all this crap, so this was a pain in the butt bending these lines up. Oh my God, you guys got to see this. I just took a glance at it, and then all of a sudden I'm like, why does the squirter look so screwed up on this carburetor? Look at that squirter. Something look a little off with that squirter right there. Upside flipping down. I think that's going to cause a little bit of problems. 1, you're not going to get it to seal. 2, instead of the squirters being down here, they're freaking way up here. It's just not going to work right because you're going to spray into the choke, and next thing you know, it's not going down the carburetor. Holy crap. And there is the top section of the master cylinder proportioning valve. This whole thing is done in this sense. So now you can see how I ended up running all my lines, getting everything done. Got it hooked up, going to the carburetor. She's done. Happy day, one little section that is completed. That is completed. I think it's completed. Now I'm gonna grab the seat, put that in, then the interior is completed. It's slotted, but we're gonna go to a drilled, slotted, coated rotor. Oh, if you guys know, you know. Oh, I forgot about these little things. The old Taekwondo class. Hey, partner in crime, how's it going?
Great.
As you can tell from bleeding the brakes, it's so unbelievably hard that she's playing games as she's doing the pedal.
Yep.
But it works.
Play while you work.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to say it took us, what, 15 minutes? 10 minutes?
Something like that.
Yeah, so it wasn't too bad, so we got all that done. So, and she's noticing the similarities between a 67 dashboard and her '07 Mustang out there, to where you can definitely see the inspiration of your car in this car.
Yeah. Quite a bit.
No offense, but I like what you're sitting in better.
You don't. It's not your car. You're fine.
Well, neither one of them's my car, so I'm fine. But she had enough time to come down for what, 15 minutes or whatever to play games. I mean, help me with
Yep.
Help me with the brakes on this. So then once the front's done, well, the front is done, and I get on the backs, I will be making another phone call. And then hopefully we can get another 15 minutes worth of us time. The brake caliper bracket has to fit on this, so we want to make sure that there is no goop, no rust, anything like that. We want a perfectly flat surface. That's all set up exactly where I want it, but these little guys. If you look inside there, you see right there? Yeah, I got those spacers just to get in there. I took this and slightly moved it out to where I could just get my fingers in there and kind of press it in, and it worked. So now I'm gonna try to push this in one fell swoop, give it a couple of little tap, tap, taps, put it in, tighten those up, get the caliper on, rotor on, bang, we're done. And that is all done, ready to rock and roll. Next thing I have to do is some brake line stuff underneath the car. Also, this thing has air shocks on it. They're gonna stay on it, but the lines are literally burned against the freaking exhaust. Whoever put them on did not do it the right way. Air shocks to me on a car are completely pointless. This is not freaking 1978, and we're gonna take this freaking Fastback, throw a set of Keystones on it, some glass packs, and we're not doing that. Might as well throw a big set of 8-inch long shackles on it too while we're at it. For a car like this, you don't need a shutoff valve going off the gas tank, and you can see the kink we have in it. Yeah, that's going bye-bye. See it going around the exhaust? Yeah, somebody actually looped the air line to their air shock around the flipping exhaust. There's a distribution block. See what I mean by we're a sliver away? I don't like this rubber being that close. So there's a few little things to fix on this just to make sure that it's no questions. Nothing worse than when you're driving your hot rod and it's like, oh, man, I hope this motor stays together, or this transmission, or the rear end, or I hope I don't burn up the brake line, or I do this. You don't want to do that, man. When you're cruising something like this, you want to be able to go vroom and just, hey, honey, let's go get some ice cream. Or you're just going to take it out and you're just going to beat on it and have fun with the car. Too many little things like this, people were trying to hurry up and get it done so they could enjoy it. But when you do things like that, these are the problems that you get. Think it through. Measure twice, cut once type scenario. Yeah, do that on everything you do on your car. It's just a good way of thinking, man. Oh, I'm ready to bleed the freaking brakes right now. I go to lift the car up and I hear freaking boom. I thought, what the hell was that? I had a pulley let go on this thing on the lift. This thing is not moving. This lift, this car is not moving, because if I move this thing, right now I'm on the safeties, so there's no tension on anything. I am not moving. That's a $50,000 car. I ain't moving this thing. Let me crawl my ass underneath here and I'll show you exactly what the frig I'm talking about. See the bend it put in this right here? See how that pulley's all leaning forward where this one is? Yeah, that little notch right there, this holds it into play. The bang that I heard, it snapped the bolt. And it dropped this down. As it was trying to lift, it was just taking this and it was trying to literally rip this that way. So this is gonna be a bit more of a pain in the ass than what I thought. I figured I could maybe slide this pin out. I got these cables super freaking loose. I mean, you can see how loose I got them. Such a pain in the butt. And I grease these things, I oil these up. But it's been 20 years, man. It's been 20 years. Oh, crap. I'm sure somebody out there is going to go, man, I've had that same hoist, and this is what I had to do. Well, if you had my phone number, call me, but you don't have my number, so I got to figure this crap out. If I could just pull that out, I could bend it up, slip it through, good to go. But that would be too simple, wouldn't it? Yes, it would. So this is what I ended up coming up with. I ended up cutting out that top section. There she be. So there's the bottom ring, there's the top ring. Now I can get to this and try to bend it the best I can. So after going through and cleaning up the pin, sanding it down, doing everything, and you can see exactly how much I sanded down and how bad that's been grinding itself in, for how bad she just sits there and just wobbles around. This thing was 2012, I believe the lift was made, and I found the original paperwork and all that stuff, a place called Tuxedo out in Texas. And I thought, just on a whim, see if they're still even around. They freaking are, which is absolutely fantastic. I was like, holy crap, great. Called them up, told them what I had, gave them the serial number and all that stuff. and they got parts. So I'm gonna have to wait 2 days. We'll get the new setup in, get everything locked and loaded. I'm on my safeties and all that stuff, which is great, but man, I wish I could get the car on the ground, but I can't. I have no way of getting the car on the ground. I'm glad I'm not 8 feet in the freaking air. There's no way I can put jacks underneath it and, you know, slowly load it down. I don't have it. I don't freaking have it. So it's going to be sitting on the safeties here for the next couple of days. And I guess I'm just going to keep working on getting those brakes going. And once the parts show up, we'll get the lift fixed and keep on trucking, my friends. Keep on trucking. Hey, this is just some of the stuff you're going to have to deal with when you get your own race car shop and all that, right? Right? Let's go to work. Well, look what finally showed up. Here's our pulleys for the lift. That's right, because it's obviously days later, but for you guys, it's probably only a couple of minutes later. But let's get this bad boy open. This is going to be a little bit different here. The nice thing is now you can see how this has got 2 greasable fittings on it. Ha ha ha. So that, oh my gosh, I forgot to go to AutoZone and buy a grease gun. All right, this type of grease fitting looks like a casing, you know, for like a 22. This is a hammered in grease fitting, and what you got to do is get like a needle point that slips inside here, and then that will grease this whole thing all the way up. And then I got 2 brand new pulleys, and then these grease fittings, or brass inserts, whatever you want to call it, but they'll be greased at the top and the bottom so I can get that in. Son of a bitch, I forgot about it. Plates welded back on, as you can see, nice and zipped in. Ooh, we could roast a marshmallow on that. But underneath, there we go. Now you can see the pulleys are in, lock key is in, all that stuff is good. I think I got it. I think we're ready to rock and roll. The Mustang's so close. Oh my gosh, it's so close. Oh. So I'm gonna do these couple more things, and hopefully the next thing you see isn't a lift getting worked on, it's the car getting worked on. I hope. So the exhaust is all done, welded up. I got rid of this goofy ass petcock that I was showing you guys that was on the gas tank. So that's off, so we got that all situated. Now she ain't hanging down so low, so that looks good. We can get the car on the freaking ground, and we can start working on the carburetor, on the last little bit of this. Oh, then we can fire it off and we can hear what those freaking Black Widows sound like. Oh. These things are gonna sound freaking glorious. That sounded damn good. I think it's time we go for a ride. So pretty much when the brake pedal's getting squishy when I come to an idle, I just don't have a whole lot of vacuum. Because right now, it's not bad. It's not pretty good. I don't want to come to a full stop because I don't want the pads to wear in too much. But when I actually get to a full stop, the pedal all of a sudden gets kind of hard and it's like, what the heck's going on? But when the vacuum's up, brakes are pretty good. Those Black Widows sound good. She seems to be running a little bit better. I'm going to put a couple of turns in the proportioning valve. I can feel the back brakes are getting a little too tight, so I'm going to make a couple turns. We'll go back out. On the road again. All right, here we go. Back around the block. Yeah, that's better. I don't want to come to a full stop, though.
Yeah, that carburetor's nice and snappy now. She runs good. I think Neil's gonna like this.
Seemed like everything went pretty well, just needed a few more turns on that proportioning valve. It stops pretty good, and like I was saying, you can tell it's got a lot of cam to it, so using the vacuum, you can tell when you're going down the road and you're creating a lot of vacuum in the thing, that's when everything's good. You got a really good brake pedal. When you come to more of a stop, you feel it a little bit harder. So maybe a vacuum canister might be something in the future for this car. After I get done with the cars, I always give them a bath. I always clean them up. If they're gonna go to a customer, these are pride and joy. These are family members right here. This is not your Toyota Corolla or your minivan or your Ford Festiva. No, this is a family member. This is something that you truly love. And I always like giving them back nice and clean. So I'm gonna give this thing a bath. We're gonna give Neil a call, have him come down, and we're gonna do the reveal to him, let him take it around the block, see if he's happy with how the old Fastback turned out. We got the big reveal here with Big Neil, seeing if he enjoys the car here. So far, so good. We got her all nice and cleaned up, ready to rock and roll. He's liking that, but we gotta hear it with Black Widow. So if you wanna fire it off, like I said, you gotta hear it outside. She's gonna sound good compared to those old Flowmasters. Oh, I did move the seat forward because I'm short. Oh yeah. Oh, you gotta get out, man. You gotta get out and hear it. That's what I mean, once you're outside. Now that is a lot more noticeable on that camshaft. And you can hear how I turn the idle up a little bit, but it still sounds grumpier than shit. Dude, that sounds nasty. So you ready to go for a ride? Yeah. Let's go for a ride. Now you can hear it. You see what I mean by the brakes? They're not bad.
They're a lot better than what they were.
Oh yeah. I know the clutch feels a little different. Where you're like, it's gonna grab here. No, it's grabbing here.
Right.
Now does it feel bad? Or like, I gotta get used to it.
Gotta get used to it.
Ah, okay. When you and I were talking, you're like, I normally like it, you know, a little more at the top of halfway. I did not like that fact that it was right at the floor. So, again, I can adjust it. You know, something I would say get used to it.
Right.
If it's just like, dude, I just don't like it. I want it up a little higher. We just do a couple of turns out.
That exhaust is badass.
Sounds like a different car.
Yeah.
And she's running good. Good oil pressure. Temperature's good. Bolts are good.
It's running a lot better. Appreciate it.
Oh, it's all good, man. Now, is the old lady going to drive it?
Probably not.
So when you were driving it before, what do you notice is the difference?
The brakes work.
That's definitely a bonus.
And it's not running pig shit anymore either. That's good. Yeah, that's the ball barn that he used to build cars in. That's the old man's place. Oh, wow. As you can tell. No, this was not your car. That was not your car. This one was, but that wasn't. So all the proving grounds where you'd always see, like on my channel where we're doing burnouts and shit, that's up there. Because there's no outlet, so we would just feed it right up through there. Okay, gotta open it up a little bit here.
I'll take it easy.
Oh, come on.
I don't want anything to break.
Oh, you won't break nothing. Just don't speed shift it. There you go. Got a little giddy up. Now, how are the brakes now? Now that the vacuum's up. Yeah, they ain't bad. She set you back a little bit. I know it's not Mopar fast.
It's pretty quick.
And plus you got a drag radial on it, so it's not really going to spin.
Yeah, I'm not used to those brakes.
Good. Hopefully they get a little better. But the nice thing is, there's no hesitation in it. I mean, when you got on it, there was no, it just got up and went out. But it's got such a good tone when you get the high RPMs with these Black Widows. Oh, the sound so freaking good. It's just coming at you. So I think going through like Metro, you just drop. Yeah. Now it sounds like what it looks like. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
You do know you have fit, right? You just like hearing it?
I like the cruise.
Ah. Like I say, how quick did you go? And that's 3 grand. Wow. Oh, you got a short tire on this. Okay. So I'm sitting there going, you got 355s, you shouldn't be swinging that high, but it's not a 28-inch tall tire, it's like a 26. And none of these switches do anything?
I don't think so.
Huh.
I can always pretend.
Hit the nitrous! Yeah, I gotta get used to that clutch. Is it just in a weird spot?
Just used to it down low, you know, more.
Well, it gives you a little bit to come out of to where you can kind of get a feel for it, because immediately it was like right off the floor and you had to be moving.
Not used to it.
Like I said, I can set it up later if you want to, bring it down and all that type of shit, but I don't know, who knows? You might be a day or two in and going, it's fine.
Yeah.
I like it more halfway because you're getting full engagement, full disengagement. If it's all the way to the top, you're not sure that you're getting full engagement.
Right.
If it's all the way to the bottom, you don't know if you're disengaging at 100%.
Yeah.
So does it meet all expectation?
Oh, yeah.
Perfect. You're not saying that just because it's nice and clean and it's washed now. No, the brakes look good. She runs good. Sounds like it frickin' should now. Perfect. I'll just wait till you bring it home and the old lady's like, why does that sound different?
I'm not going to say anything.
It's just tuned.
I plead the fifth.
It's just tuned. That's all it is. So you guys, everything went as good as planned on the Fastback, even though we had the mishaps with the frickin' lift taking a crap and all that. We still got it off. We still got it done. She runs great, sounds great. My boy's happy. Hell yes, my man. Now, you guys, if you want to see more of what's going on, well, you got to hit that subscribe button, stick to the channel, and you'll be able to see more
absolutely badass stuff like this on Muscle Car Custom Garage. So till we meet again, my friends, I will see you on the flip side. Woo!